it's Jessica here with you today, and I'm sharing this snap binder that I made using the Say Cheese Main Street collection from Simple Stories. I've made a lot of snap flip books, but this was my first snap binder, and I really liked it. I made this super chunky, which I love in an album, and I'm just going to flip through it. So I wanted to add a lot of pockets in here. I love adding pockets because it's an extra place to store like little mementos from a trip or extra photos. So I left a lot of areas open too. So like here I would maybe put a larger photo and pull these up a little bit so the photo would be under here, and then pockets. As I was working through the album, I had some leftover pieces that I figured I would save and maybe use to decorate the album further when I have the photos. So these extra elements I added in these glassine baggies and sealed shut with a piece of washi tape and stuck them in some of my pockets. So you'll see some elements throughout in some of the pockets. What I liked with the snap binder is it comes with different types of papers and the plastic page protector sleeves. So I like all of the different textures that it gives an album. So like this is a chipboard, and I have another pocket here with some fun little things and then more embellishments. I used a circle hole punch on all of the pockets just so you would know that it is a pocket and it just stand out a little bit more. This is one of the pages that came with the album. You can see it's the same teal that's in the album, and then I just cut it smaller and into like a flag or banner shape. And again, I can easily put a photo right there. Here's another pocket on this side. I liked using these journaling cards because I can either stick a photo in here or do journaling, and we'll kind of see. I'll be using this for an upcoming Disney trip, and I really like that this is all done and ready to add the photos in. I also added some of the photo flips, which I think adds a really cool element to these. I just like being able to flip open and just see, like you can hide a little bit. Again, I can add a photo in here or journaling. I just really like as many flip outs or pockets. I like interactive albums, so I've added a few of these as well. And as you can see, I wrapped some twine around here just to give it a different texture. Some of my elements, like this washi tape and this sticker here, are actually on the outside of this plastic. So when I add my photo in here, I won't have to peel these off or anything because they're already on top, so I will still have that layered effect when I add in the photos. Here is another little pocket page that I made, and I cut out a lot of tags that go in this album, and then some journaling cards. Again, I might add more photos in here or extra papers for journaling, and we'll kind of see once I get all of the photos how this will go. And I like that I left a lot of room for whatever I may want to add in it later. It's a little bit tricky making an album beforehand, but it's also fun. So I also left quite a few large blank pages. These can either get filled with like a really big photo, and then I can use some of the embellishments that I've saved to add on it, or yeah, we'll just see. I can even add a couple smaller photos here, or really, I like these patterns, maybe this pattern, where I would just leave it completely blank, or just like this, just to kind of break up the pages a little bit. This is a lined paper, and it's really thick. It also came in the binder, and here I thought it'd be really cool if I added some journaling and maybe a photo, a smaller photo or two, but we will see. These are some layered stickers from Paper House, so those are really cool and add a nice thick element. Here's some of the pocket pages. These will be great to quickly add in photos. and I added some chipboard on here as well. What I got from this collection was the collection kit and then a few pieces of cardstock, and I really used all of the papers and most of the embellishments too, so you'll see them throughout here. Here's a really fun page. I like this one a lot, and I'll be making more of these for future albums, but look how fun that is. So this page was one of the pages that came inside of the binder, and then I glued another paper on top of it, well, just this little seam on the side here, and then cut out this little half circle so you would know to flip it open. And this would be a nice large area for adding extra photos or whatever I may want to add in there. And then I added a couple little photo crops so I can add some photos there as well. That was a pretty simple page that I think has a big wow effect. And over here, this collection had these 2 by 2 inch cut apart squares. So I did this little diagonal so I can add some photos here. Here's another flip up with one of the 4 by 4 journaling cards. And some more larger blank areas. Here is another pocket page. So for this one, I actually folded over this dotted paper. So I just folded it over and then covered it with a piece of cardstock from the collection, and that makes a fun little pocket. And a nice bigger photo here. And here's another one of those photo flips, and some layered stickers, just so for a little bit more texture. And this is also a fun page. I added 3 photo flips here. So there's a lot of possibilities with that, with adding photos or journaling, something you may want to hide a little bit. I think that is super fun. Next, I have this little peekaboo hole, which also very fun. I like being able to see through to the next side. To make this, I used one of the circle crops. They are also from Simple Stories. And on this side, I have some chipboard pieces and then added some puffy stickers. Most of the chipboard pieces in here, I really made sure that they were stuck on by gluing them with wet glue before I stuck them on. Because a lot of times, especially in a book like this, where you could bend the pages, they would fly off. But now, because I also glued them on with wet glue, they're stuck on pretty well. On this side, I have a couple little tag pockets. They could be matching or one of each. I really liked using these papers. I use them a lot throughout the book. I have in the pink, and the blue, and I believe a yellow where it's the bigger dots on one side and the smaller dots on the other. Those are also from Simple Stories. And then this page was just a nice, this was no pockets or anything. Every once in a while I like to just have a page. I kind of think of it as a break where I wouldn't add photos or anything, just some embellishments and a quicker, easier page. On this side I have 2 pockets. They're 2 smaller pockets with a couple little tags and then some journaling cards. These journaling cards I could back with a photo and put in like that. So there's a few different options there. And over here, I actually added a little tag into this pocket. It's smaller than the pocket, but I kind of like that. This could either be slid in and out or just kept just like that. I could add a photo on this side if I wanted, or just keep it as is. And over here, I have a 2-layer pocket. This hole on the top has this larger card. And then I have this smaller pocket area on both sides. some of the things I have throughout are the twine. Every tag is wrapped with the same type of twine, either in blue or in red. So just so it kind of goes throughout the book. I want it to look kind of the same, like it matches. Here I left room for a larger photo and just a whole blank page. So I don't know what I'll do with that yet, but I'm sure I'll figure something out. Here I have another photo flip, and here is another page that I've turned into a pocket. For this, it was just one big page, and then I glued a little bit smaller page on top of it. And so this is a larger pocket, so it can hold a little bit bigger things, and then just decorated the page. So I do have a lot of pockets in here. I really like pockets. And here's another little tag slot. And that was my last page. On the back side here, or on the last page, I have, these are actually the chipboard pieces that I didn't use yet. I will probably use more of these to embellish the photos as we go. And then these are a couple pieces of paper that I had left over that I figured I could either take and use like as photo, like to back my photos with, or I could back photos and put them right back in here. So that's the end of this flip through. If you haven't made one of these binders, I would really recommend it. I had a lot of fun making this, and I think it's super cool. Well, thanks for watching.